Introduction: mooncakes are a traditional Chinese delicacy typically enjoyed during the Mid-Autumn Festival. While mooncakes are often associated with family gatherings and homemade recipes, most of the mooncakes consumed today are made in factories to meet high demand. The process of making mooncakes in a factory involves precise steps, advanced machinery, and careful attention to detail. This ensures that each mooncake is crafted to perfection, preserving the taste and texture that people have come to love. In this article, we will explore how mooncakes are made in factories, following the process from the preparation of ingredients to the final packaging. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of mooncake production. Ingredient preparation: before mooncakes can be made, the first step is gathering and preparing the ingredients. Factories source high-quality raw materials, including flour, sugar, oil, lotus seed paste, red bean paste, salted egg yolks, and other fillings like nuts or fruit. Each ingredient is selected for its freshness and purity, and factories often have stringent quality control measures in place to ensure that only the best materials are used. Large quantities of flour are sifted to remove any impurities, while sugar is dissolved in water to create syrup. The fillings, such as lotus seed paste and red bean paste, are prepared in bulk, often by soaking, boiling, and grinding the seeds or beans to create a smooth, consistent texture. Salted egg yolks, a key component in many mooncakes, are prepared in advance. Eggs are salted and preserved for several weeks before being cooked, cooled, and separated from the egg whites. Once all the ingredients are ready, the factory is set to begin the mooncake making process. Dough making: with the ingredients prepared, the next step in the factory is making the mooncake dough. The dough serves as the outer layer of the mooncake, giving it its signature golden brown color and soft, flaky texture. In large industrial mixers, flour, syrup, oil, and sometimes a small amount of alkaline water are combined to create the dough. The syrup, made from dissolved sugar, gives the dough its slight sweetness and rich color. The oil ensures the dough remains pliable and easy to mold. These mixers can handle large quantities of dough, which is critical for mass production. The dough is mixed until it reaches the perfect consistency, smooth, soft, and elastic. It must be carefully monitored to avoid overmixing, which can make the dough tough, or undermixing, which may result in a dough that is too sticky to work with. Once the dough has reached the desired texture, it is portioned into evenly sized pieces. These dough balls are later rolled out to form the outer shell of the mooncake, ready to encase the filling. Filling the mooncakes: the heart of a mooncake lies in its filling, and the factory process ensures that each mooncake is filled with precision. Depending on the type of mooncake being produced, the fillings may range from classic lotus seed paste with salted egg yolk to red bean paste, mixed nuts, or even modern flavors like chocolate or green tea. First, the filling is shaped into small, uniform balls, which allows for consistent sizing in each mooncake. Factories often use automated machines for this process, ensuring that the filling is perfectly portioned. For mooncakes with salted egg yolks, the yolk is placed in the center of the filling ball before it is enclosed. This step requires careful handling to avoid breaking the delicate yolks, and many factories use mechanized arms or gentle suction tools to place the yolk precisely in the center. With the filling prepared, the dough is rolled out into thin discs, and the filling is placed in the center of each disc. Workers or machines then wrap the dough around the filling, sealing it tightly to form a smooth, round ball. This outer dough layer is thin enough to allow the filling to take center stage while still providing the signature texture of a mooncake. Molding the mooncakes: once the mooncakes are filled and shaped, the next step is to give them their distinctive appearance through the molding process. Mooncakes are traditionally round, symbolizing unity and togetherness, but they can also come in square or other shapes. Factory molds are typically made from durable materials like metal or plastic, with intricate designs engraved into them. These designs often feature auspicious symbols, characters, or patterns that reflect the celebration of the Mid-Autumn Festival. The molds not only shape the mooncake but also press these designs onto the surface, making each mooncake visually appealing. The filled dough balls are placed into the molds, where they are pressed down to take on the mold's shape and design. In some factories, this process is still done by hand, with workers pressing the mooncake into the mold and then tapping it out. However, many modern factories use automated machines that perform this task much faster, ensuring that thousands of mooncakes can be shaped in a short period. Once the mooncakes are molded, they are carefully placed onto baking trays, ready for the next step in the process: baking. Baking the mooncakes. Baking is a critical step in the mooncake production process, as it transforms the raw dough and filling into a beautifully golden brown pastry. Factories use large industrial ovens, capable of baking thousands of mooncakes simultaneously. Before the mooncakes are placed into the ovens, they are often brushed with an egg wash, which gives them their shiny, golden appearance. The egg wash is applied evenly across the surface of each mooncake, ensuring that they come out of the oven with a consistent finish. The mooncakes are then baked at a precise temperature, usually around 180,200 degrees Celsius, 356,392 degrees Fahrenheit, for 10–20 minutes, depending on the size and type of mooncake. Throughout the baking process, the heat causes the dough to puff up slightly, and the intricate designs pressed into the surface of the mooncakes become more defined. After the initial bake, the mooncakes are taken out of the oven and allowed to cool slightly before being baked a second time. This second baking ensures that the mooncakes are fully cooked and helps to develop the rich, deep color on the surface. The two-stage baking process is essential for achieving the perfect texture: crispy on the outside and soft and flavorful on the inside. Once the mooncakes have finished baking, they are allowed to cool completely before being moved to the next stage of production. Quality control and packaging. Quality control is a crucial part of the mooncake manufacturing process. Each batch of mooncakes is carefully inspected to ensure that they meet the factory's standards for appearance, size, and weight. Any mooncakes that are misshapen, cracked, or otherwise defective are removed from the production line. In many factories, advanced imaging technology is used to check the mooncakes for consistency. Machines can detect even the slightest imperfections, ensuring that only the highest quality mooncakes make it to the packaging stage. Once the mooncakes pass quality control, they are packaged for sale. Mooncakes are often sold in elaborate boxes, especially during the Mid-Autumn Festival, making them perfect for gifting. Factories use automated packaging lines to wrap each mooncake in a protective plastic or foil wrapper, which helps to preserve freshness. The wrapped mooncakes are then placed into boxes, which are sealed and labeled with the necessary information, such as expiration dates, ingredients, and the factory's branding. Some factories also produce limited edition packaging or collaborate with artists to create unique box designs for special occasions. Conclusion: the factory production of mooncakes is a complex and intricate process that combines traditional techniques with modern technology. From ingredient preparation to final packaging, each step is carefully executed to ensure that the mooncakes meet high standards of quality and taste. While the mass production of mooncakes may seem far removed from the homemade versions that many families still cherish, factories play an essential role in making mooncakes accessible to a broader audience. The precise machinery and quality control processes in place allow factories to produce thousands of mooncakes daily while preserving the flavors and textures that make these pastries a beloved part of Chinese culture. Whether handmade or factory-produced, mooncakes continue to be a symbol of family, tradition, and celebration during the Mid-Autumn Festival. Through modern production techniques, factories ensure that this timeless treat can be enjoyed by people all around the world.